So I'm a dork and I'm a little scatterbrained. And in the previous lecture where you were learning about the essay, the discourse community ethnography, when I was talking about the discussion section, I was typing out a good template you could use as a guide, and I thought you could see it, but my screen wasn't recording it. So you may have been a little confused during that part, or that one part. And then, if you want to do that extra credit method section, I think having a visual guide is helpful. So in this file, if you click this link, it should work. And I have a feeling it's not recording this part. Let me check. I think it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm back. You can use this as a guide. So when you write the discussion section for this essay, make sure you title it discussion, make sure you center and bold it. It's an APA rule. You can format it like this, where you first start with a transitional paragraph that kind of describes what the purpose of the discussion section is. It's where you're going to apply the theory, John Swails theory, to your chosen community. So you want some kind of transition paragraph here to guide the reader into this, let me put bullet points, into this part. Okay. Because if you didn't have this part, if you got rid of this, it looks really random and it doesn't look like a complete section. It loses that formal tone. So you need some kind of transition here that leads the audience, and then, you can say something along the lines of this. This is just an example. Now, John Swails' theory will be applied to whatever your community is. This is the lifeguard community. And then you can list each characteristic instead of writing a full, clunky, long paragraph. But if you feel that you want to write the paragraph, that's fine. Just use transition words to guide the reader to each characteristic. But you can do bullet points here and then just list the different examples that you found for each one of these characteristics instead. And that's a complete discussion section. As many examples as possible here. But sometimes students like the format for this better. So that's an option. If you're thinking about doing that added methods section to the paper, again, the methods is just you telling the audience how you found the answers to this. So you can do the methods section if you want. In the essay, if you do, it's an extra 15 points. Then use this template here. Again, title it methods, center, bolded. And then you say, you can use first person for the methods because it's it's the part where you talk about your research. I completed research on what day and time, what days and time, at, where, at home, something like that. Where did you complete the research? These are the questions I asked myself below, and list about at least 10 questions. You won't get the extra credit unless this is complete. So just make sure you have this complete. List 10 different questions that you asked yourself about the theory to help you find answers for discussion. And then if you're writing about a real life community, also guide the reader by saying, these are the links of the websites and videos I found. So just copy and paste those links and list them here as well. Just copy and paste the links. It helps you. It's factual information. What you're citing in this paper is the theory because you're borrowing the theory to prove a point. So that's your source. Just copy and paste the links of the websites. If you chose the fictional community, like a movie for characters in a movie, for example, or in a TV show or whatever, or a book, list the titles. If it's a TV show, what episodes did you watch? If it's a movie, what's the title, book title? List it here as below instead. Even if you chose a fictional community and you looked on the internet, sometimes you have to. Sometimes it doesn't give you what you're trying to find. You can still list those as well. But this would be a completed method set. So this is a good template, a good visual, if it helps y'all. But again, this paper's technical, so if anything's confusing, it's easier, I think, if we talk about it with your topic specifically, and then we get the guidelines and we talk about each section in more detail. So just let me know, or emailing me, and just keep in touch.